Criminals. When we hear this word, most of us immediately have the image of a man like Al Capone or John Dillinger. After all, the whole history of mankind, namely men, were aggressors and conquerors, which gave birth to the passion of a strong half of mankind for violence and cruelty. But lately, women are more and more often proving to the world that they are not going to lag behind men in any of the professional spheres. Let's consider 15 most dangerous women in the criminal world. Rafaela do Alterio, when the leader of the criminal group, Nicolas Pinais, was killed, his wife took over the case. In 2006, Rafaela de Alterio headed one of the most dangerous criminal groups called Camorra. She was nicknamed the Big Cat. Rafaela was one of the most cruel leaders in the world. She was repeatedly tried to kill competitors, and they almost succeeded. Rafaela was shot to death by killers, but she managed to survive and continue her criminal activity. In 2012, her service list included extortion, money laundering, fraud, robbery, illegal weapon storage and of course drug trafficking. Ana Cristina. Ana Cristina is known as Madame Millionaire. She is not dangerous as the majority of the heroine of this video, in the sense that she does not have a lot of criminal murders, robberies and drug trafficking. But believe me, her connection to the criminal world forces many to avoid conflicts with this person. During the trial, she tried to deny her guilt by claiming that she was only in charge of the service and acquaintance, and not a brothel at all. Then, as part of the guilt confession program, she still gave testimony. Ana was sentenced to 6 months of imprisonment and 5 years of trial. As it turned out, she managed to earn more than $10 million. Today, Ana Cristina is leading a lawful lifestyle, works on the website Snackumst and writes a book about her criminal activities in the hope that she will be screened. In principle, her financial condition is enough to do it on her own. Jemaker Thompson. Jemaker Thompson, nicknamed Queen Pin, came to the world of crime from an extremely poor environment, that made her go all out just to never feel the need again. Together with her husband, she began to trade crack in huge quantities. Soon the couple got one of the largest drug trade networks in all of Los Angeles in the 80s. After a few years, her husband Jim Ecker was shot, but she continued her business until one drug dealer handed her over to the police. Thompson ran away. 2 years later, she returned to Los Angeles to attend the graduation of her son, Anthony Mosley, where she was arrested. In 1993, Thompson was sentenced to 15 years in prison. Jemaker was released in 2005. After she became a Christian, she became a missionary of the gospel, trying to show people that everyone deserves forgiveness and a second chance. Thelma Wright. Jackie Wright was a major player in Philadelphia drug business. After he was killed in 1986, his widow, Thelma Wright, took up the business to provide for herself and her son. Thelma quickly became one of the influential gangsters in Philadelphia. Her profit was $400,000 a month. Wright was never arrested, but she left the criminal world after she was shot in 1991. Thelma wrote a book called Eyes from Both Sides. Maria Lucciardi. Maria was the former head of the Lucciardi clan, who settled in the north of Nepal. Before her appearance, this family had never been associated with the sex industry. Maria introduced a new source of income. Members of her gang bought minor girls at the Ulyaban Mafia for $2,000. The girls were promised work in another country, which they happily agreed on, hoping to get rid of the poverty that surrounded them in their homeland. Upon arrival in Nepal, the girls turned out to be in real slavery, where they were forced to provide sex services. Everyone who did not fit for this, were simply killed. Maria Lucciardi herself was arrested in 2001 and is still behind bars. Comment on this video, it's interesting for us. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Comment on this video, it's interesting for us. Like the video and subscribe to the channel.